Okay, so this is my Hobby King 800mm Hawker Typhoon. I just wanted to make a quick little video to show you some of the weathering and detail I did on it. After about 50 flights, it has gotten pretty beaten up. A lot of rough landings and a few where it hit weeds and the foam got damaged. And a lot of spots, particularly under the nose. And what happens is when the foam planes like this get damaged, it just shows all the crinkling and white and loses any kind of scale appearance overall. So what I've done with this one is, over time, first thing I did was I changed the pilot. So as you can see, I put in a somewhat scale looking, or at least properly sized pilot, which is some sort of an action figure that I just painted, and took the canopy off, re-glued it back on after gluing him in place, cutting his torso off and arms, putting him in place. He just looks a little better than the one that comes with. Also, the wingtips have been damaged, so I just do some black along there. There was a hole puncture right here, so I just used a little gray, just sort of make it look like something leaking or whatever, all along the leading edge, a bunch of damage. Also, for some reason, over the course of a year, all of this area along the edge of the battery tray and all of that just really separated a little bit and showed a lot of white. So I just grabbed some gray, green color and just sort of painted in there, painted all the edge, just so it doesn't look as white and foamy. And then made just some smudges here and there, a little bit of damage on the prop, added some scuffing to the leading edge because that was actually scuffed from dirt, a couple of rough landings. And then overall, that was mostly it. I had a problem with the receiver and I wasn't able to get good signals, so I tried to cut a couple holes and have the receiver antenna coming out, and that really didn't work, so I ended up getting a different receiver, and it works great. It's worked great ever since. So I just took some black electrical tape and plugged the holes, took a silver dots around it, not really perfect or anything, but just to kind of make it look like metal plates, you know, riveted to the side of the body. Overall, just basic weathering ideas. Anywhere there was damage, the lines I just drew in with a ballpoint pen. Like I said, it's not trying to be super perfect in scale, but just to look a little more realistic. And to be honest, the more I fly it and the more damaged it gets, kind of looks a little more scale than it did out of the box. So yeah, only cost about $5 worth of paint and about 30 minutes of time to spruce it back up. And I hope you like it. If you have any comments or questions, let me know.